This video talks about the advantages we provide real estate offices and partners. Knowledge videos are really what we call hooked videos. Try to get clients engaged in the process through the standard YouTube and Facebook type social media websites. We want to provide homeowners and sellers knowledge about how you can buy or sell a home, pay less, and get it paid off fast. Additionally, the website's goal is to connect buyers and sellers to our partners, allowing buyers and sellers to pick a participating office and agent. The agent provides them this knowledge through our intelligent website and mobile apps with the ultimate goal of finding a home and getting that 10% discount we've talked so much about. We talk about the buyer's benefits, but really there are seller benefits that real estate agents should recognize, which allow them to get a lot more listings than you might think originally. Additional benefits like double-sided deals, more listings, and more buyers. So if you think about a seller, and in this case, we're representing him by a little blue man up in the left-hand corner. We look at a house, let's call it house number 1 on the left-hand side, and we compare that to house number 2 on the right-hand side. As an agent, you're going to do a much better job selling house number 1, and here's why. We represent house number 1 on the left-hand side, and we compare it to house number 2 on the right-hand side. Two similar houses on the market, approximately the same price, square footage, same beds and bath. The benefit to the seller would be that we're going to get more money and a faster sale than any other agent out there selling a similar house because we're going to make your house stand out. It's not going to be similar anymore once a buyer realizes the benefits they're able to get through us listing their home. So think about these green people at the bottom as typical buyers coming into a regular open house situation. All of those buyers are looking at homes in their price range, but with house number 1, they're going to get a chance to look at this house with added benefits. As their agent, you're going to be able to work with them, provide them with information videos and documentation that shows them how they're going to get a lot more benefits than any other house similar on the market. As they leave your house and go look at other houses on the market, they'll have a chance to look at our phone applications and documentation that you provided them, and they'll realize that they can get 10% off home number 1, and those other agents are not going to be able to offer that at all. They'll start doing the math in their head, and this is where that more money faster comes in for the seller. From the buyer's perspective, they're looking at these two houses, but they heard you talk about the benefits of buying the house on the left as they're talking to the agent on the right-hand side and realizing that that same house for the same price, in this case a $500,000 house, they will have to pay the full price of $500,000, and of course over time the interest on that home is going to add up to more money. When you add those together, it becomes a total house cost of $875,000 over a 30-year mortgage. When they look at the application and recognize what they saw on the first house, they got this idea of the 10% discount, which as they see in the video and applications, means they're going to pay 10% less compared to the same house on the right-hand side, which would represent $50,000. And on top of that, they're going to save more interest because it's a lesser cost to the home and it's over a shorter period of time. When you look at the interest savings, that creates an additional $75,000 savings over the total cost of the loan. When you add up the $50,000 discount and the $75,000 interest savings, or $125,000 in overall savings, which represents a 25% savings overall. So now that these buyers have looked at both of these houses and realized that these houses are much different, and when they compare that to the fact that they have to pay 30 years on one side and only 20 on the other side, the savings they create is a big difference. Now all of a sudden these two houses are not the same anymore. They're much different. So as other buyers look at property, a lot of those buyers come running back to take a look at this house and all the benefits that come with the savings they've learned about. The other buyers show up and create what we call a frenzy, a buyer frenzy, or as much of one as we can create. At the end of the day, that seller now understands that he's getting more money in a faster sale and what sounds like a 10% discount that does not come from the seller side. It comes from the benefits we create through X10 Homes and Better World Nation. It's very likely that if a buyer knows that he can buy a $500,000 house and literally save $125,000 or 25% off the value of that home, they might be inclined to bid fast and bid more than the listing price so they can get that opportunity. Because once this house is gone, they're going to have to pay a lot more out in the market, full boat out in the market. The idea is once the listing agent and the seller pick one of those offers, that the buyer on the bottom is in green, is representing that little green guy in the bottom, is very happy with the fact that he got this house and he got those savings that are not available to other listings that are not being sold through our partner offices. The agent is going to realize that they're going to get both sides of the transaction, doubling in the deal, while at the same time getting more money in a faster sale for their seller. As the agent looks at this a little bit further, he's also got a lot more of these buyers that are frustrated out there that didn't get that 10% discount. And the agent can come to their rescue and give them a 10% coupon or a 10% benefit, allowing them to go out and buy any other house on the market as long as they buy that house through you. So that means that they can go out and look at other houses on the market knowing that they can get that 10% discount. And that means to the agent who sold home number one that he not only got the buy and sell side of the first transaction, he's also going to get the buy side of another transaction. And furthermore, as the agent realizes he had several buyers that were frustrated in the process, he can provide them the same benefit to all. So we look at this ability to take one transaction side and not only turning it into a double-ended deal, but turning it into many ends of the deal. It could be 3, 4, 5, 6 times the deal. That's really up to the agent ability, because you've got the opportunity in what we call an unfair advantage compared to all the other agents out there. So if you think about one deal turning into many and how you can utilize that benefit, we believe we can give this unfair advantage to our office partners and their agents. And we think we can continually increase your revenue and profitability way beyond what you would normally do in a traditional listing sale. One other benefit is that our seller up in blue, up there in blue now, that has, he just sold his home, he now turns to you and says, I want that same 10% discount that you gave my buyer. And of course, you as the agent will say absolutely, because listing the property with us, we're going to give you the 10% discount and get your home paid off early and fast. But Mr. Seller, I'm going to do you much better. I'm going to give you an additional discount on the home you buy, and I'm going to pay your home off even faster. So now, not only do you get the buy side, the sell side, and a few other buyers from the transaction, but you also get the seller buying from you, even if he's going out of the area. Because once again, for him to get those discounts, he needs to be using you. This is not available to any agent.